The View co-host Sunny Hostin's husband, Emmanuel Hostin, has been accused of federal insurance fraud.
Sunny Hostin, her husband accused of committing federal insurance fraud in a lawsuit.
Hold on tight, because this bombshell is shaking up daytime TV like never before. The View co-host Sunny Hostin, famous for her bold opinions and razor-sharp legal mind, is now caught in the middle of a jaw-dropping scandal. Her husband, Dr. Emmanuel Hostin, a highly respected orthopedic surgeon, is being accused of masterminding one of the biggest insurance fraud schemes in New York history. But wait, it gets even messier. Whispers are swirling that Sunny, a former federal prosecutor herself, may have known about or even been involved in her husband's alleged crimes. Could this mean legal trouble for the talk show star? Is the queen of courtroom commentary about to face the ultimate trial of her own? Let's break it all down, because this scandal is straight out of a Hollywood thriller.
According to the documents, he knowingly provided fraudulent medical and other healthcare services, including arthroscopic surgeries.
Here's the shocking deal. Dr. Emmanuel Hostin, a well-known orthopedic surgeon with a thriving clinic in New York City, is now at the center of a massive insurance fraud scandal. According to a lawsuit filed by American Transit, an insurance company that primarily covers rideshare drivers and taxi operators, Hostin, along with nearly 200 other defendants, is accused of orchestrating a multi-million-dollar fraud operation. The scheme allegedly involved exploiting New York's no-fault insurance laws, which are meant to help accident victims receive medical care quickly. But instead of aiding patients, the lawsuit claims Hostin performed unnecessary surgeries and procedures, racking up fake insurance claims for treatments that never should have happened. And here's the real kicker. He was allegedly pocketing massive kickbacks disguised as dividends and cash payouts. If these accusations are true, we're talking about a highly calculated operation that could be worth billions of dollars.
This is the largest RICO case ever filed in the state of New York. You guys wrap that around your brain. That's bigger than the mafia.
Now let's talk about the real bombshell in this case. This isn't just any lawsuit. It's been filed under RICO laws, the same laws used to take down mafia bosses and organized crime syndicates. That means prosecutors are coming in full force, treating this case with the same intensity as a major criminal empire takedown. And here's where things get even wilder. If Dr. Hostin and the other defendants are found guilty, the damages awarded could be tripled. That's right. What started as a $150 million lawsuit could skyrocket into a $450 million disaster. But hold on, it's not just about the money. If convicted, Dr. Hostin could be facing serious prison time. And the real jaw-dropper? Reports claim that federal investigators raided the Hostin residence and allegedly discovered large sums of cash hidden away. I mean, what is even happening here?
He was scamming insurance companies from taxi drivers, Uber drivers, and Lyft drivers. He was performing unnecessary surgeries and then providing fraudulent medical services in exchange.
But here's where things take a scandalous turn. What exactly was Sunny's role in all of this? As if being married to someone accused of one of the biggest fraud cases in New York wasn't enough, rumors are exploding that Sunny herself may have helped cover up her husband's alleged crimes. Let's not forget, before she became a fan favorite on The View, Sunny was a federal prosecutor specializing in fraud cases. Now, people are seriously questioning how someone with that level of expertise missed the signs, if there were any. Some are even speculating that she may have used her legal knowledge to help her husband exploit loopholes or hide transactions. And if that turns out to be true, the irony would be off the charts.
Of Sunny Hostin on The View, Tom, basically implicating her husband in this type of a scheme.
And Sunny isn't just sitting back. She's coming out swinging. She's shutting down the lawsuit against her husband, calling it completely frivolous and accusing American Transit of launching a smear campaign against her family. In a fiery statement, she claimed that the insurance company is on the brink of financial collapse and filed this lawsuit as a last-ditch effort to avoid paying legitimate medical claims. But that's not all. Sunny is fuming over the way the media is dragging her name through the mud. She accused the insurance firm of using her celebrity status to manipulate public opinion, plastering her family's photos across tabloids in what she's calling a disgusting media hit job. And she's not backing down. Her legal team, including powerhouse attorney Mark Garagos, is threatening a $5 million counter-lawsuit for defamation and emotional distress. Oh, and in true Sunny fashion, she delivered the mic drop of the century, saying, "Where I come from, American Transit is about to get a PhD from FFO University. Yes, as in mess around and find out." Talk about confidence in the middle of chaos.
Oh, but it's just, I mean, you're married. Tom, you're married. If your husband's doing something, if he's allegedly doing something like this, you guys would know if your wives were up to.
But while Sunny is fiercely defending her husband, not everyone's buying it. Critics are calling her out, claiming her explosive response is nothing more than a distraction from the shocking details in the lawsuit. American Transit isn't just making vague accusations, they're bringing receipts. According to the lawsuit, Dr. Hostin allegedly performed unnecessary surgeries on patients involved in minor car accidents, so minor that the vehicles barely had a scratch. Yet these patients, who reportedly suffered only soft tissue injuries, were allegedly subjected to invasive medical procedures. If true, this paints a damning picture of a doctor more focused on racking up insurance payouts than actually caring for his patients.
Stuff. Let's just not forget who she is. She's been, for years, lecturing America about morality, inequality, systemic failures.
And it's way bigger than just the surgeries. The lawsuit claims Dr. Hostin wasn't working alone. He was allegedly part of a massive network of shady medical providers, clinics, and third-party companies colluding to scam insurance firms. This isn't just fraud, it's practically the script of a crime drama, except this one's playing out for real, with Sunny and her husband smack in the middle. But here's where it gets even wilder. This alleged scheme isn't new. American Transit's lawsuit suggests this so-called operation could have been running for over a decade, raking in hundreds of millions through fraudulent claims. And guess who they allegedly preyed on? Rideshare drivers and taxi workers, people who couldn't afford to challenge bogus medical bills or get second opinions. If true, this raises huge questions. How did this go undetected for so long? And are other insurance companies next to uncover similar scams?
So we know Sunny Hostin and her husband, Dr. Emmanuel Hostin, are preparing for a legal battle to fight accusations that he committed federal insurance fraud.
Adding another layer of drama, legal experts are calling this case one of the most complex they've seen. With nearly 200 defendants, each allegedly playing a role in this massive operation, the courtroom showdown is shaping up to be pure chaos. From doctors to admin staff, everyone named in the lawsuit will likely have their own side of the story, creating a tangled web of testimonies that could take years to unravel. But here's where things get even crazier. Federal investigators are reportedly expanding their probe. That means even more names could be added to this already explosive case. Could we be looking at one of the biggest healthcare fraud scandals in U.S. history? The possibility is impossible to ignore.
And it's a very serious crime. In fact, it's one of the largest, if not the largest, RICO case in New York's history.
Adding another layer of drama, legal experts are calling this case one of the most complex they've seen. With nearly 200 defendants, each allegedly playing a role in this massive operation, the courtroom showdown is shaping up to be pure chaos. From doctors to admin staff, everyone named in the lawsuit will likely have their own side of the story, creating a tangled web of testimonies that could take years to unravel. But here's where things get even crazier. Federal investigators are reportedly expanding their probe. That means even more names could be added to this already explosive case. Could we be looking at one of the biggest healthcare fraud scandals in U.S. history? The possibility is impossible to ignore.
And they're essentially saying that it's a money grab. And they're also going to countersue for millions of dollars, $5 million plus.
Meanwhile, sources close to the Hostin family claim that Sunny has been pulling strings behind the scenes to control the narrative. Allegedly, she's been using her media connections to spin the lawsuit as nothing more than a desperate attack from a struggling insurance company trying to shift blame. But while some see this as a brilliant PR strategy, others warn it's a dangerous gamble that could blow up if damning evidence emerges. For now, Sunny remains steadfast in defending her husband, standing by him with unwavering loyalty. But with federal investigators closing in and the case gaining traction, the real question is, how long can she keep up this defiant stance before the walls start closing in?
Client, quote, denies each and every allegation and that the lawsuit is a blanket, scattershot, meritless lawsuit.
Sunny Hostin's career on the line, the View scandal that's shaking Hollywood. The fallout from this bombshell scandal has been absolutely massive. Sunny Hostin, once a respected legal commentator on The View, is now facing intense backlash as her credibility is put to the test. How can she call out politicians and corporations when her own household is caught up in a multi-million-dollar fraud case? Some viewers are demanding her resignation, arguing that her presence on the show is now untenable, while others rush to her defense, insisting that she shouldn't be held responsible for her husband's alleged crimes. But let's be honest, in the court of public opinion, perception is everything, and right now things are looking pretty bad for Sunny. And the drama doesn't stop there. Behind the scenes at The View, tensions are reportedly at an all-time high. Some co-hosts are allegedly questioning whether Sunny's personal turmoil is becoming a major distraction for the show. The View thrives on controversy and debate, but this kind of real-life scandal is next level. Will the network stand by her, or is this the beginning of the end for Sunny's time on daytime TV? Meanwhile, this lawsuit exposes major cracks in the healthcare and media industries, raising serious questions about accountability, corruption, and the systems that allowed this alleged fraud to go on for years. Could this case be the tipping point that changes everything?
Emmanuel denied the allegations via a statement through his lawyer, telling Daily Mail that his
The scandal deepens. Will Sunny Hostin's husband cut a deal or go down fighting? Dr. Hostin's legal nightmare is far from over. With nearly 200 defendants tangled in this high-stakes case, expect years of courtroom drama, conflicting testimonies and legal maneuvering. And let's not forget, settlements are already happening. Over 40 defendants have reportedly cut deals to avoid trial. Could Dr. Hostin follow suit, or will he fight to clear his name? Either way, the legal fees alone could be astronomical, not to mention devastating penalties if he's found guilty. The question now is, how much more is Sunny willing to risk to stand by her man? The stakes couldn't be higher for the Hostin family. If any evidence emerges linking Sunny to her husband's alleged crimes, she could face legal trouble of her own. Even if she's not charged, her reputation may never recover. Her career, public image, and family's financial future are all on the line. Is Sunny's fierce defense of her husband a genuine act of loyalty, or is she desperately trying to save herself? And if the allegations against Dr. Hostin are true, just how deep does this rabbit hole go? One thing is for sure, this scandal is only getting started. Stay tuned, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't blink. You won't want to miss what happens next.